Exclusive: Why Lara Trump chose Fox News over the Senate. After the election, Lara Trump had options. She had just completed a successful stint as co-chair of the Republican National Committee, and her father-in-law, Donald Trump, was soon to become the most powerful person on earth. Initially, he wanted her to replace Marco Rubio, his choice for Secretary of State, in the U.S. Senate. Elon Musk offered her a position in the Department of Government Efficiency, his radical cost-cutting operation. Ultimately, though, Lara chose another route, her own show on Fox News. As with many things in Trump 2.0, it's a situation without precedent. Never before has a close relative of a sitting president hosted a high-profile program on a major news network. The debut of My View with Lara Trump on Saturday marks a capstone in the symbiotic relationship between Trump and Fox. While the president has plucked at least 19 current or former Fox News personalities for senior positions in the administration, one of the people he's closest to will soon become the channel's newest primetime host. Lara's show comes after a rocky 4-year period between Trump World and Fox, dating back to election night 2020, when the network was the first to call Arizona for Joe Biden. That acrimony accelerated the outgrowth of hard-right media organizations that pitched themselves as alternatives to Fox, from Newsmax and One America News Network to Right Side Broadcasting Network and Real America's Voice. In the eyes of some Trump supporters, Fox News was no longer seen as a bastion for the MAGA faithful. If anyone feels that way, Lara Trump tells Time, I certainly hope they can take me being on the team at Fox as a very clear indication as to where Fox stands. To critics, Lara Trump's elevation is a feature of her father-in-law's stranglehold on the conservative media ecosystem. A lot of this is symbolism, says Jason Stanley, a Yale University professor and media scholar. It's Fox showing its obsequiousness. Others argue her show marks a deeper shift into broadcasting full-on propaganda for the Trump administration. They fear, among other things, that Trump has effectively captured two of the most powerful communication streams to mobilize support over the next 4 years: the nation's most watched cable news network and an influential social media service owned by Musk. Says Stanley, the opposition has neither X nor Fox. In many ways, Fox News makes sense as the next step for Lara Trump, who was a paid contributor for the network before Trump tapped her as RNC co-chair in March 2024. In that role, she helped raise hundreds of millions and served as a TV surrogate for the campaign. Many suspected Trump was grooming her to one day carry on the MAGA torch. Shortly after the election, she had a chance to serve in Congress when Rubio's nomination created an open Senate seat from Florida, where Lara, who is married to Trump's son Eric, lives with her family. While Lara considered the job, she says, she opted out for the same reason she didn't run for an open Senate seat from North Carolina in 2022, citing her 2 young children. That was also why she declined an opportunity to join Musk's Doge. Lara says she was heeding advice from her brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump, who both worked in the first Trump administration. It was tough on them personally, but it was really tough on their family, she says. Even if I decided to move my whole family, dogs and all, up to Washington, D.C., I still think that it probably would have been a big challenge for my kids and for us as a whole. For the Fox show, she says she will travel around the country for interviews and record other segments either in her home studio in Florida or the network's New York headquarters. You're the only person who would have had an opportunity to be a senator twice, and twice you've decided not to do it. Trump often ribs her, according to Lara. Instead of crafting legislation, she will try to shape narratives every Saturday at 9 p.m., focusing on long-form conversations with Trump officials and other leading figures in the MAGA political universe. Her debut will include a segment on the Women of the Trump White House, featuring interviews with Attorney General Pam Bondi, National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard, and White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. This segment, Lara says, will serve as a response to billionaire Mark Cuban's comments last fall that Trump doesn't associate with strong, intelligent women.